Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday. I believe it's February 11th, 2013. My name is Tim Bartos, and this is my guest, Colleen Connelly, right?
Correct.
Did I got it right?
Yep,
okay.
you did.
And I'm going to tell you more about Colleen in just a minute. I'm the host of 6 on Seniors, which is seen right here each and every Monday during the noon news with Liz Bishop. And we talk about everything related to seniors and caregivers, and as I like to say, everyone else in between. This is a live web chat, and we want to get interactive with you. We want to take your questions. Today, I talked about pre-planning a funeral, and Colleen is an expert in that, and she's going to answer whatever questions you might have, or if you want to send in a comment, please send in a comment. But that's what this is all about. It's a live web chat. We want to get interactive with you, and we're talking about pre-planning a funeral. We are live right now at Channel 6 in their studios on Balltown Road in Niskayuna. And there are 2 ways that you can get questions to us. You can send them through the CBS 6 Facebook page, which, by the way, has nearly 28,000 likes. So if you haven't liked CBS 6 Facebook page, be sure to do that. And while you're liking CBS 6, you might want to like Baptist Health Nursing and Rehab Center. We also have a Facebook page. And I don't know if your organization does or not, but you do. Okay, the New York State Funeral Directors Association has a Facebook page as well. So there you go. If you haven't liked any one of us, please like all 3 of us. We would love that. But you can send us questions or comments through the Facebook page, or you can also email us a question or comment at chat@wrgb.com. Very easy to remember, chat, C-H-A-T, at wrgb.com. So we're anxious to take your questions. In the meantime, I have some questions for you, Colleen. So we'll start with those. But first, I want everyone to know who you are. This is Colleen Connelly, and she is the director at the New York State Funeral Directors Association over on New Carner Road in Albany, right? And you have been with the organization since 2001. Mm-hmm. And well, you know what? I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit about the association and just what you do over there. So
sure.
Go ahead. Tell us a little bit about the association.
Well, the association has been in existence for over 100 years.
100 years? Really?
We represent 950, a little bit more than 950 funeral homes across New York State.
Oh, just in New York State,
yes,
950.
Yep,
Wow.
Correct. And we provide services such as advocacy and continuing ed.
Yes.
Another service that we provide is educating consumers about pre-planning, because there's a lot of questions. We go out into the community and we do presentations and we participate in senior fairs, and so this is a perfect opportunity to kind of share some information about what pre-planning is and the benefits of it.
Sure, absolutely. Well, now, is this national or just in New York State?
Just in New York State.
Just in New York State, okay.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you for that little insight as to what the association does. Why don't we start now with the funeral pre-planning? That's what I was talking about today. What is funeral pre-planning?
Okay.
I can't even get it out. It's a Monday, folks. It's a Monday. Funeral pre-planning.
Correct. You know, it goes by a couple different terms.
Yes.
You'll hear somebody saying making pre-arrangements or opening a Preneed account. But basically, it's the act of making decisions about your final wishes, where you what funeral home you would like to use, whether you'd like to be cremated or a traditional burial, things like that. And you get it down in writing. And you can fund it if you'd like, partially or fully, or not. That's
you don't
one
have
of the
to,
options.
okay,
No,
that's
you can
an
just
option.
make pre-arrangements so the funeral director knows what your wishes were.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is. It's just getting your final wishes down in writing. That's basically what it is.
Okay, so you can go the full gamut of what you just said, your final wishes in writing, as well as prepaying.
Correct.
Or you can just let the funeral director know what your wishes are.
Right.
And as I said during the segment, that certainly makes it a lot easier for those that are left behind.
It does. It does.
Because they often, they may think they know what your wishes are, but they may, in the back of their mind, always wonder, gee, did we get that right? Is that what he or she really wanted?
Right,
So,
right. And, you know, pre-funding, if you do pay ahead, the goal there would be that the money would be invested in some very safe vehicle, and that interest that's earned will be applied at the end toward the inflation of the merchandise and services that you did select. So that's the idea behind pre-funding, making those
right,
correct.
Exactly. Now, does that need to be paid up front in as one lump sum, or can that be paid in
most funeral
over time,
directors,
or how does it work?
Trusts like the one I work for, PrePlan, for the association, you know, they can work it out any different way. There's lots of payment programs. You can pay in
That's
full
what I'm
or
getting
partial.
at, right, payment program.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, that's very good. Now, well, I guess it's kind of obvious, but what are some of the benefits of pre-planning a funeral, other than what we just mentioned?
Right. Well, you mentioned peace of mind being probably the most important.
Right.
Knowing that what you wanted is going to be carried out, but it's really a wonderful gift to give your family. Because, like you said, a lot of times they really don't know. It's not a conversation that's comfortable. A lot of people don't talk ahead of time about it. So when they have to make arrangements, it's really nice to have it all down in writing. And again, there are some benefits financially as well. As I said, the interest accrues and goes toward the inflation. But also, if an individual was applying for Medicaid or SSI, they can set aside funds. It would be a specific type of account called an irrevocable, and those funds are not counted as an asset when they're applying for Medicaid and being eligible, you know,
for
they're going through the
eligibility.
spend-down process, correct. So that's another financial benefit.
Right, that's a big benefit.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Absolutely, right.